Hello guys, it's been a while since I haven't uploaded any video because of my busy schedule, but today I'm going to share you guys the new things that I have learned. One is the adding of records using LINQ to SQL. Okay, as usual guys, I'm going to show you my database first as a glimpse of it. I have here my practice database here, and then my phone book table. And my phone book table properties here, I have here my ID as the primary key, contact name, and the contact number. Okay, now that you have seen my database guys, let's go back to the program. I already created a sample program here with the name of Windows Form Application 1. Okay, to start things up with the project, first thing you need to do is here at the add new item, at the data, choose the LINQ to SQL classes. Here, click on this, and then at the name here, you can just use the name of data classes 1.dbml, which is the default, or anything that you want. But for this video, I'm just going to use the default name, which is the data classes 1.dbml. And then once you are finished, guys, click on the add button. Okay. Now, as you can see here, guys, here is now the data classes 1.dbml, which is what we add a while ago. Now, after that, go to the Server Explorer here. The Server Explorer, but if you can't see the Server Explorer, guys, go to the View and then choose the Server Explorer or Control+W. Okay. Now, at the Server Explorer here, at the data connection, click on the add connection. Now, the server name, since I have this is the server name of my computer, click on this one, and then just click on the use Windows authentication, and then the database, I'm going to use the practice, which is I'm going to use, and then oops, should be practice, and then test the connection. Test connection succeeded, and then okay, and that's it. We have now our data connection here. We already have a data connection to our practice database. As you can see here, guys, here is my order list table, order sheet, phone book, which is the table we are going to use. Now, after that, click on the phone book and then drag it inside the data classes one. Then here. Now, as you can see, inside the data classes one, we have now the phone book table. We have the ID, which is the primary, contact name, and the contact number. Now, okay, after that, go back to the form1.cs.design. Here, you can hide the Server Explorer now. In here, let's do some designing for a bit. For the designing, just going to drag something. Let's drag here some label. The properties, you just add the label, you just rename it. Let's say, for example, contact name. Oops, it should be colon. And then this should be at the text. Contact number. Okay, and then drag some two text box. Then a save button for us to add it. Okay, change the text to save. Let's resize this for a bit. And then, okay, we are now finished on the designing. I did not rename anything in here. This is the default. If you notice, this is just the, oops, that should not be the one, properties. Text box 1 and text box 2. All are just the default name of the controls. Now, okay, to start the coding, double click on the save button. Now we are at the save button. To start things off, inside the button 1 underscore click, let's create a new instance of the database. We're going to create a new instance of the database, or the new instance of the database object, using the data classes. So in here, using data class context 1 db is equals to new data class context 1. Okay, once you've done that, guys, now let's create a new instance of the phone book table itself. So to do that, here, create a new instance of object, or let's say, for example, the table. Okay, in here, say phone book table is equals to new, that should be single equals only, new phone book. Okay, forget the semicolon. And then here at the phone book table, we're going to set the records, or the record to add. Say phone book table dot contact name is equals to text box 1 the text, and then phone book table that contact number is equals to text box 2 the text. Okay, now we have set the record that we're going to add, and we're going to insert now the phone book table records that we add. So to do that, do the insert command, db that phone books that insert on submit, and then phone book entity, which is the phone book table, and then okay, we have insert the, or we have done the insert command, but we did not do the sub changes to the database. So, okay, so let's scroll down, scroll it up for a bit. Here we have done the insert command, and now we're going to do the submit changes. Submit changes to the database. Okay, let's do some try catch here, just to catch if anything or any error will be caught. Okay, say exception ex is the variable for the exception, and then if any error happen, let's just type here message. That should be message box. X dot to string. Now, to do the submit changes to the, or to submit changes to the database, type here db dot submit changes. And okay, that's it, guys. We have done the adding of records using LINQ to SQL Server. It's a little bit shorter than the previous adding of records to SQL Server that I have shown you guys, which is the using of SQL data adapter, wherein you would type, so, or you could just create any connection, but in here you can just add some data class context one and then type a little shorter in here. It's a lot easier than the SQL data adapter that I used to do as well. And now let's test if the program is working. Click on the start or F5. Okay, it's build started. Let's just wait for it. Okay, at the contact name, let's say another contact, or 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, then click on the save. Let's check our database. Once you refresh the database, as you can see here, guys, the another contact and the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, guys, hope that you have learned something again, and hoping it's will be helpful to others as well. If you think the video is helpful, you can just click on the like button, or you can just subscribe to my channel. And thanks again for watching, guys.